All right, good afternoon, everyone. In my previous class, we have started Android widgets, and I told you some of the widgets. I have taught you some of the widgets in my previous class, like how to work with the buttons, how to work or how to add toast in an Android application, how to add custom toast in an Android application, and then I told you how you can add an Android toggle button and what are the methods that we can use. So this is the information that is already mentioned here, and we went through a project and we added a toggle button, right? And now today we are going through, or we have to go through, or I'm gonna teach you checkbox examples, how we can add. Sometimes in an Android application, you need to give options like gender or your course or your master's degrees or whatever, you know. So or when you are about to register anything, you know, when you open any application, first if you give a form for the registration, so there can be an option like whether your gender is male or female. We can give some checkboxes so that they can, the clients can, or the customers can just select based on the checkbox, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Android, first of all, the theoretical overview. So Android checkbox is a type of two-state button, either checked or unchecked. So these are the two states of a checkbox. Either it can be checked or it can be unchecked, right? So there can be a lot of usage of checkboxes in Android application. So I can write just checkboxes. So we can use these checkboxes a lot in our application. For example, we can use it to know the gender of a particular person, comma, hobby of the user, comma, activate, oblique, deactivate an action. A lot of other things where we can use these checkboxes, right? So about the practical overview, in Android development or in Android application development, Android checkboxes or Android checkbox class is the subclass of compound button class. So Android checkbox class is the compound, add to dictionary, is basically a subclass of compound class. And then after that, methods. Oh yeah, before that, what is the basically Android widget or when you import? So it's gonna be under Android dot widget, WIDGET dot checkbox. This is under this particular library, you will find the Android checkbox. After that, the methods that we can use, methods of checkbox class. So there are several inherited methods of view, text view, button classes in the checkbox class, but most important ones are is checked. This is the first method when you talk about when the button. So it will return true if it is checked, otherwise false. And then set checked, and then it's based on Boolean status and changes the state of the checkbox. It's going to change the state of the checkbox. And here it will just return true if it's checked, if the checkbox is checked or marked, otherwise false. Got it? And now let's go and check the example and see what all things can be done with the help of this example. Right, so in an Android application, we will create a new project, and then we just need to modify the main activity XML file with the checkboxes and activity class. Same thing, we have to add the classes. So in here, we don't need to modify the manifest file. We don't need to modify the strings file, only two files. We are going, in this example, we will use only two files. One is activity main.xml, another is Java. What's the Java file name? Main activity. Dot activity dot Java, not XML. So these are the two files which we are going to modify and see what's going to happen. All right, let's go. Let's move ahead and try to do this thing. Are you here?
Yeah.
So I am going to open my Android Studio. I'm going to give the time to write all the details later on, but let's go with this particular topic first. So I am going to close this project. I will create a new one, new project. Empty activity is very important. So then it's going to be what? Android. Checkbox. Make sure the language is Java and click on finish. So I will close my previous project, which is toggle button. All right, so here we go. Now we have both the files open by default, activity main and main activity.java. So first of all, what we're going to do is we are going to modify our checkboxes, or we're going to add our checkboxes. So under the constant layout, we are going to use it. We are not going to use relative layout, or there is one more layout. We will not be using them right now. So, and I'm going to delete this text view for now. I'm just going to add the checkbox. So checkbox is here. So the specialty of Android Studio is it's just helping you by giving the helping words. So helping words are always going to give the best thing. So just, you can see now we do not have to type anything, but here we need to add Android ID. So the first attribute always you should use is Android ID equals to @ right. So @ so we'll give an ID name, suppose checkbox simply. So it can be capital B checkbox. That's it. Wrap content, height and width should be wrapped. Attribute width is wrapped. Attribute Android layout height is wrapped, and next very thing is Android margin left. So Android layout margin, sorry, this is margin left. So in the left side, the margin should be 144 dp, and then after that margin top. So Android, sorry, here is margin top, and it's going to be 68 dp. And then after that, Android text, we can type it here, BBQ. Then after that, app layout is very important attribute once again, app layout. So constraint start to start off, and it should be parent, and app layout top to top off. So that's, where is it? Top to top off. That's also parent. Alas, that's it. And this is the first checkbox that we have created. So next thing is just, make it very simple when you go and type in or add one checkbox. Next thing, if you want to add more checkboxes, just simply go and copy and paste. Only you need to do is, one thing you need to do is change the ID, because IDs cannot be same. So ID checkbox 1 can be here, ID checkbox 2, or there's no need to add ID. Checkbox 2, rest of the things are same, but here we will make margin top only 28 dp. Sorry, not here, down here, 68. So margin left will be same, 144 dp, but margin top will be 28. And then now I am gonna add, for example, pizza as my other product. So start off as the parent, and here we are going to change this property. It's going to be now checkbox, because it should be related to that. So app layout constraint, sorry, top to bottom off. So top to bottom off, constraint top to bottom off. So we are going to add ID, and it should be the checkbox first. It's linked with that. That's the thing that you need to change always. So another particular checkbox where you are going to add all the products. Wrap content. Third one also 28 dp, but text will be, for example, order. And again now, here, how many checkboxes are there? Oh, that was checkbox 2. That's checkbox 3 here. All right, and here we are going to use checkbox 2. That's it. We can order like sandwich. And checkbox 2 is there. All you need to do or just change the information. So that's checkbox 3 and that's 4. And here we are going to add checkbox 3. And now we are going to change this to 184 DP. And then we'll say that this is going to be the order. Parent, and here we will have checkbox 3. Hello, this is checkbox 3. It's all linked. We have checkbox 4 here. That's it, I guess. Yep. Checkbox 4, but wait a sec. Oh no, we have to add a button with the help of which, if we can add one more particular, let me just say that it's only order. We can add more buttons, but let me say that this is just order, the particular option, so it's gonna be button. And here I will just use the ID as BUTTIN button. Hello, so 184 parent order, text is order, and checkbox 3 is connected. So that's the part that we have to add in the activity main.xml. I added the checkboxes with different attributes. Attributes are same, but just different texts. Basically, these are the options that I am going to display in the Android application. If somebody is ordering, the food, so first option is BBQ. Now, then second is pizza. Then third is sandwich. And if he has or she has to order, we will add a button to order. After that, she will or he will just check the options or just select the options she or he wants. Okay, clear with this thing?
Yeah.
Now, next thing is to create or to, write the code of Java so that we can have the, we can have the accurate output of this particular activity main.xml file. So these are the things which are already created, and you need to, add bundle tag, view tag, button, checkbox are already there toast. If they are not there, you need, but it's always inside this particular library, so we do not have to do anything. So what we can do is, first of all, we have to create some public variables. So I'm going to use right now it's checkbox. So I'm going to use checkbox class like in my previous class. It was toggle button. So I just created variables with the help of toggle button. So checkbox, pizza, sorry, what was the first thing? It was BBQ, right? So we can use BBQ.
Yeah, it was. Sorry to cut you off. Michael said that it was an invalid meeting ID that you sent me.
What? In the group, just text him in the group. I have just pasted in.
Yeah, he said it was an invalid one.
No. You people have joined. How come it's an invalid one? Copy. Just tell him to click on it. Well, you just forward this again. Same thing. I don't know why he's doing like this. It's not an invalid one. So BBQ, next I added is wait a sec, I'm gonna change it according to my pizza. Let it be by smalls, BBQ, then pizza, and then sandwich or coffee, or just tea. So BBQ, pizza, and tea. BBQ, barbecue, pizza, tea. That's the first thing, and then I added a button. That's button, So I can say button order. So these are the variables which we have created with the help of the classes, checkbox, and button. And now we will add a method so that we have to, call in this particular main method. So first of all, let's add the method, and at last we will just go and call that method here. So what's that method? It's add listener on button class. So public will go and create public void add listener 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 on button click. All right, that's the method. So first of all, we'll getting instance of checkboxes using the variables that we have defined. So getting the instance of checkboxes and button from the activity main.xml. So how do you do that? So first thing that I've done is bbq. So it's bbq is equal to checkbox. All right, and as I've told you, always find view by ID, and then we have to use r class r dot id dot. Yep. So the first checkbox, which is just checkbox, we have to add it here. Then semicolon again. Then we have what? Pizza. Check the variable. So pizza is equal to, again, a checkbox. So find view by ID, and it's all again our ID dot checkbox 2, which is at second place. Then third one is T, which is basically equal to checkbox find view by, sorry, not here, outside of it, find view by ID. You can use r dot id dot checkbox 3 now. 2 is there. And then at last it's button order, the variable name. So button order is equal to, now it's button, button, button widget. So find view by ID. We can use r.id dot and the button. Which one is it? I guess. Wait a sec. I will name it as button 1 as an ID, so that it will come here. So it's dot button 1 here. Class, that's it. So that's the instance we have created, right? Next thing is applying the listener on the button click. So I will use the button order by this, what you call it, variable dot set click listener. All right, and new, same thing like we did yesterday. I mean in my previous class. So view dot on click listener method. All right. What's here? So we'll go down and then give 2 brackets, and then we will use the method on click, and we are going to override it. So @ override Java lang, and then public void on click and view, not this view, small view here, Yep. Again, we're going to add two curly brackets and then int total amount equals to 0 for now, and string builder class we're going to use, and its result variable that we can define our output. You can also I mean, it's up to you what's the variable you're going to define. So new, again, string builder, and then this is the clause that we have created. So result, then dot append, result dot append. So I'm going to give selected items. Oh, result dot append selected items. Then after that, we are using if clause of Java. If, what's the first thing? BBQ, right? If BBQ dot is checked
with brackets, I believe.
Yeah, brackets, and again, if it's checked, that means result will be result dot append will be different. Let's say what happened. Oh, double. So result dot append will be, first of all, new line pizza 100 QAR, or you can say 30 QAR. That's it. And then what is the total amount at that time? So total amount plus equal to 30. That's it. That was the first if clause. Then for next thing, which is pizza. So for pizza, if again pizza dot is checked, if it's checked, then what we have to do, result dot append character C, new line. So pizza, suppose it's for 35 reals. Okay, and then total amount will be plus equal to, that is 35. That's it. In the same way, if we are just giving the conditions and at last I added t dot is checked, it becomes very easy to use helping words here. So result dot append, so we'll say new line t 5 QAR, and then we can use total amount plus equal to or simply equal to, that's 5. Class. So that's it, we are done with this. Then at last result dot append, so we can use new line total money plus total total amount plus in Java, as you know, QAR is the currency. All right, so then displaying the toast using displaying the message in toast. So if you want to display the message as a toast, as a notification, so same thing. So we'll use the toast class, toast Android widget dot make text. Which one? This one. Okay, so get application context comma result dot to string, yep, comma toast dot length long dot show. That's it. And class. With this we have yep. So this is the method, but we have not called it yet. We will go here and we need to call it now within the main method. So we will add it here, add listener on click automatically. That's it. That's so we added a method, but main thing is to call it. So in the on create method here, you need to call always the methods that you are adding. So add listener on button click is the method that we have created. First of all, we just define the instances of the checkboxes, then we just have applied the listeners on the button click, and we just added all the things that we need. So then we'll save it and run it with the help of the emulator, which is Pixel 2 API 28. And I will check. This is the previous tutorial that we have gone through. So we have run here. Launcher logcat is here. You can see here, after you refresh, it's BBQ, it's pizza, it's tea, right? Hello? Are you here?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, so you can see when you refresh it, suppose that I just click it on BBQ, I will select an order. You will see selected items, pizza, 30, total money is 30 Qatar Riyal. So you can see order. When I added all, when I order all the three, you can see order, it's 30, 35. That's the total money is 70 QA. Or you see here. So this is the toast which is coming out every time when you select any item. Suppose I want only tea, I will select tea. So it's tea is 5 Qatari Riyal, total money is 5 QA R, right? Got it?
Yeah, got it.
So that's how do we add the checkboxes. So if you want to do it, please go through it and check it out and try to add some more buttons if you want with checkboxes, if you want more options, or even if you want a text box and then checkboxes like for in text box, you can say, please select from the following option, or please select which type of food you want, and then have the checkboxes, and again, and then button, or if you have any more categories, you can add it and make it as an application of, a restaurant. Understanding?
Yep, seems easy to do.
Yeah, please try to do it. Yeah, it's very easy to do. Just, it's just copy and paste the things. Only you need to check the margins, so that they will be exactly in line at the same time. and then the button margin, and make sure that everything is connected each other. Like here I have given parent, but from next checkbox onwards, you have to give the ID of this in the top to bottom of corner strand. All right. Try to do it. Oh, so that was a tutorial about, how to add checkboxes in the Android application.